The Marigold Hotel has been going properly for 8 months now. People who come and go, but there's been a core of regulars from the beginning, and Sonny takes a roll call every morning.
A most valuable precaution to ensure that nobody has died in the night.
Hi, welcome to What the Flick. I'm Matt Atchity. This is Christy Lemire, Alonzo Duraldi. We are here to talk about the second best Exotic Marigold Hotel, which I did not see.
Yes, it's the best Exotic Marigold Hotel again. What are the odds? Basically, the first movie made $138 million worldwide, so they said, hey, let's make another one. And everyone is back except for Tom Wilkinson. He lucked out. Spoiler, in case you haven't seen the first one, his character dies at the end. He lucked out because he's dead. And they're all back, and they have flimsy reasons for having stayed in Jaipur, and Dev Patel, the Sonny character, is now juggling all his regular residents and trying to build a second hotel too, but he's also getting married and he has this dance routine to learn, and there's some hunky, good-looking, wealthy guy who may or may not be trying to move in on his fiancée. There's a lot of stuff going on here. Take a look.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the great Guy Chambers.
Lordy Lord, have mercy on my ovaries.
First time in India?
No, it's just pretty much a dream until now.
Any other dreams I could help you with?
You should marry that girl.
I want to.
Sometimes it seems to me that the difference between what we want and what we fear is the width of an eyelash.
I'm so sorry, were you talking to me?
I don't know why I tell you anything.
Because I'm older and wiser.
19 days older.
That's the entire lifespan of a wasp.
The second best Exotic Marigold Hotel.
Yeah, this is the kind of sequel that you point to when to talk about why sequels are terrible.
This is grown-ups too. This is really, really grown-up. No, it is. They made
grown
so
old too.
No, but it really feels like Adam Sandler, saying to his buddies, "Let's go do this again."
Yeah,
it's the same exact thing.
You're right. It doesn't seem to have a reason to exist. The first one was based on a novel, which I guess gave them some structure, and this time it's kind of like, well, gosh, now what? And all of the complications and the dilemmas are so sitcom level.
Totally.
It's that Three's Company sort of misunderstood thing or jumping to conclusions. There's so much jumping to conclusions that I thought somebody was going to break a hip, frankly.
But I called it a sitcom and a sorry.
There you go.
This is my line.
Yeah, it's painful to watch because this cast is so great. You've got all these returning troopers like Maggie Smith and Judi Dench and Bill Nighy and Celia Imrie and Penelope Wilton. You throw in Richard Gere to the mix and the great Tamsin Greig, who
gets very little to do here.
Gets nothing to do.
Yeah.
If you want to see her in a great movie, go back and watch Tamara Drew or watch her on episodes on Showtime. She's amazing. Yeah, you'd never know from this movie because she just sort of wanders through. It is that the thing that I hate in screenplays where 1 2-minute conversation would resolve everything.
Right.
That 2-minute conversation is not happening over and over and over again.
It's maddening, right?
And it's exasperating.
And there already were a lot of characters. Now they've added more.
Yeah.
And rather than adding poignancy or heft to it, it feels more superficial, it feels more stretched out because there are so many characters and so many storylines to juggle that the script kind of like dances from one to the next to the next to the next superficially, and it all ends with a big Bollywood dance sequence.
Right, and I mean, obviously, they throw that wedding in there because, who can't shoot an Indian wedding and make it look awesome,
It's very pretty. The colors are very pretty.
Yeah,
Dennis Dugan.
You're right. He would probably fuck that up. But yeah, this is just it's irritating because I mean the first movie was no classic, but it was charming and it went down well enough and it was cute and there were some fun character bits and some funny dialogue. And this time around, I mean, yeah, Maggie Smith gets a handful of good zingers, but nothing Dowager Countess level,
No.
Yeah, it feels like just this naked cash grab of like, well, it worked once, let's do it again, but we have no idea what to do.
And it is a really underserved audience, right? And so once a year there is some kind of lovely, sweet romance drama that appeals to older audiences who don't get enough films for them.
Sure.
There are too many ages of Ultron for them. But this just feels like it will not be satisfying. It's even more safe, it's even more superficial. And I just kept waiting for it to end. It just keeps going and going and going. Like simultaneously too long and like not substantial enough.
Right,
you want more. Even in the Richard Gere subplot where he's secretly in love with Dev Patel's mom, comes out of nowhere. The Dev Patel shtick, which was kind of funny and charming the first time, you know, the verbosity and the
enthusiasm,
energy.
yeah.
Now it's just completely grating. Like, it's just annoying. And the fact that he thinks the Richard Gere character may or may not be who he actually is. He's fawning all over this person, and it's obnoxious. Yeah, the few moments that kind of work, Maggie Smith and Judi Dench trading some zingers here and there, and they're just too few and far between.
Yeah, this just seems like a colossal waste of time and talent. And yeah, I think, you know, even if you are of the mindset of, oh, with this cast and they're an Indian, like how bad could it be? No, it can be that bad.
It is
and it's, you know, you were much better served just watching the original again, catching up on some, you know, PBS.
Right.
But boy, yeah, this is just
All
a
right,
big
before we
letdown.
do the scores, 2 burning questions.
Yeah.
Tom Wilkinson better off in the other film this weekend?
That's actually the lead of my review, because I said it's a really, really tough week to be a British actor of a certain age.
Well, or to be Dev Patel
Right.
for that
That
matter.
was my
Patel.
other question is,
This weird
Dev
cosmic
Patel
thing.
better off in this or Chappie?
Okay, so Tom Wilkinson has more embarrassing things to do in unfinished business, but at the same time, this movie is kind of terrible also. I think Dev Patel is vaguely better in Chappie than he is in this. He's not as annoying.
It's a lose-lose.
It
let's
really,
just say.
no one wins, but it's a weird cosmic week where all these actors, where all these films are tied together. So your number, Alonso
I give it a 3.2. It just,
Okay.
bleh.
I'm saying 3, so our average is 3.1.
Right, about 69% on the tomato meter, dropping fast.
It's dropping fast because I think it screened in Britain before it screamed here, and folks over there were kinder to it than we will be.
They revere their
in
national
America.
treasures,
Yes,
but
all
we
right.
have no such.
Yes, don't go see it. Bye.